Good afternoon and welcome to Purchase Broadcast Studios. I'm your host, Emily Mickas, and as college students return to school, one thing that has been plaguing their minds has been this upcoming election. Many students have been feeling anxiety on which candidate to vote for, especially with everything they're doing on social media to promote their campaigns. With this anxiety, we wanted to know how college students felt about the role social media has played in this election, and here's what they had to say about it.
All right. So what's your name?
My name's Rissa.
And I guess my one question is just like, what role do you think social media plays in the upcoming election?
I feel like honestly, it's had a pretty strong influence. Like I feel like when Kamala was gonna run, like immediately all the Kamala brat edits, like I feel like that was a big component, like people being more, or like younger people kind of taking more interest in the election and like actually like noticing like a change in like the candidacy. And I think that has like positive and negative sort of impacts. Is like you can't really explain a candidate's like whole platform in like an Instagram post. Like I would also hope that people like do like look into specifics of things more, but I think it's good that like there's that aspect of engagement.
Okay. Thanks.
Well, I feel like first of all, social media, I feel like people see it as kind of a shallow thing, but I feel like it does allow for like a lot of independent journalism, which is good. So it's stuff that isn't just like CNN, which is like kind of incentivized by making a profit. So I feel like that kind of stuff has been helpful for especially people my age to kind of get like our own view of things. I also feel like in general, like you get to see journalists from all over the world, especially like journalists in Gaza, which is really important to me, especially because I want to be able to hear about stuff that's not just like from American news outlets. I also just feel like for the election, it helps like it reach younger people, which is nice. I feel like that's a bigger thing that like Kamala's campaign is doing compared to like Biden's. Biden didn't really care about people under the age of 50.
All right.
That I think social media like polarizes opinions a lot. So I definitely see a lot of that. And I also think like even just scrolling on anything, I see a lot of misinformation and stuff where I have to even go look and I'm like, is this true or did somebody just like make this up? And there's a lot of that. So yeah.
Yeah. And going off that, I would say a lot of opinions, especially extreme ones, are saturated. And I mean, you can look at like the statistic, like Americans are in the middle ground in terms of ideology. So it's also like you're not representative of like what Americans really think. And so having those polarizing thoughts, as Chase said, it kind of misinforms, Americans into like which president or like, certain things will go into policy and then therefore, make a better, candidate. Thanks so much.
Okay. And my question is, do you believe
lot of propaganda, a lot of people picking and choosing, people see things, get mad, both sides, everybody gets mad. Big bandwagon train, I think that's social media just makes that worse.
All right. Thanks.
I just left it running.
All right, that's fine.
okay, do you believe that students